other grown-ups connected with Watercliffe Meadow. This guide is for you.
When you walk round our school, you'll find happy kids and adults. You'll see people who know what they are meant to be doing and who are doing it.
All these things happen because of a system that's behind almost everything we do. It's called the Golden Model, and it's invented by a very special friend of our school called Mosley. So please sit back, relax and enjoy our guide to the Golden Model at Watercliffe Meadow.
Whether you're a child or an adult, to do your best you need to feel confident and good about yourself. Self-esteem is essential for learning, and that's why it comes right at the top of our Golden Model, and it's what our system is all about.
The Golden Model at Watercliffe Meadow is central to everything we do. If you consider that the most important thing at the top of the model is the self-esteem and morale of all, not just all children, but all adults as well, then that becomes about everything you do. And if you're going to have good morale and good self-esteem, then you need to feel safe in school, and you also need to feel listened to.
So, to have a good self-esteem, everyone needs to feel safe and needs to listen to. Listening is very important in our school. We've got a special systems place to make sure there's always someone you can talk to.
There are lots of listening systems at our school, and that means lots of ways to get help with any problem that's making you sad or worried. In circle time, the whole class can work on the problems together, and sometimes these could be issues that have been written in the Think book.
Bubble time is more private. We can ask an adult for bubble time and they'll find a few minutes that day to talk to us, and we'll work on a solution together.
Even our register is a listening system. In the morning and afternoon, we give a number to let the teachers know how we're feeling. But why do we have all these different systems? Mr. Reed?
We've got a range of different listening systems so that if there's something people are worried about, and that's for adults as well as children, then there's a way in which you can talk to somebody who will listen and do something about it. So every week, every class has a circle time, and that's one way where children can bring issues to talk about with the rest of the class. Some children will feel quite comfortable talking in an open forum, whereas others need that private time or would not even rather talk, just send a message. So it almost doesn't matter how a child does it, as long as there are a range of ways that they can do it, so that there's a way for everyone.
Anyone can make a listening system. You can even do a bubble time at home. If there's a problem you want to sort, like brothers and sisters always fighting, then take time for a one-to-one chat with each child and come up with a plan for how to do things differently. It could save a lot of shouting later on. When it comes to making sure everyone feels safe, you need rules, our golden rules, and they're the best because they're ours. When our school opened in 2007, all the grown-ups and kids decided on a few simple rules. Today you can see them everywhere. Everyone knows them, and they're a really important part of our school every day.
Our golden rules are the backbone of our school. They're simple, they're clear, and they're really powerful, and because we use them every day, we're able to look out for and reward the behaviour that we want to see in school. We all know that quite often in groups it can be the disruptive behaviour that gets the attention, but by using the golden rules we're able to turn this on its head and focus on the desired positive behaviour of our always children and reward that. This helps and encourages all of our children to follow the golden rules and so get the kind of behaviour that we all want in school. Our golden rules are essentially rules that you'd want people to follow to be a good citizen in life. So the golden rules are something that can be applied at home, definitely. Down in the office we've got little cards that we hand out at workshops, or if you've not got one you could get a little golden rule card and just put that up at home. It's just constantly referring the children to the golden rules all the time and reminding them when they do something good, saying, oh, you've just been positive and polite, and reinforcing the golden rule and reinforcing the behaviour that you want through the golden rules.
So golden rules help keep our school safe and calm so we can spend less time fussing and more time learning. But all this attention on good behaviour doesn't mean there aren't consequences if you break the golden rules, and we all know what they are. Now, to understand why losing golden time is such a bad thing, just take a look at this.
Because we expect good behaviour and that everyone will follow the golden rules, then we expect to reward them with a really special treat. This happens every week or every day for our very youngest children. It's not about getting things, it's about the adults in school spending some fun time with the children, doing activities that they want to do, and it's a really important part of our week.
You can do stuff like dodgeball, which that's really fun. You can do stuff like disco.
Another important part of school life is circle time. Everyone in our school does it, from the very youngest kids right up to the teachers, and in class we do it a lot.
We use circle time to discuss anything and to solve problems together. Our teachers are specially trained to make sure everyone is involved and has a chance to have their say, and we all come away from the circle time feeling good and ready to get back to our learning.
Do you want to know how it works? Here are 5 steps to successful circle times at Watercliffe Meadow.
1. We start with a game to get everyone thinking together. 2. We open up the issue so everyone understands what the circle is all about. 3. We talk in rounds so everyone can choose to say what they think. We use a talking object for this, and everyone listens to the person who's holding the object. 4. We have another round or compliments, positive ideas or solutions. 5. And finally we finish with a calm game or exercise to bring our circle time to an end and get ready for learning.
It's a time for the children all to get together as a class and a community and solve problems and give each other advice, and we do it basically because the children are so much better at solving their own problems and working together than us as adults. It develops a whole range of skills in the children: listening skills, concentrating skills, thinking skills and speaking skills, which then are all transferable to all different areas of the curriculum and so assists with their learning. Through the circle time you can build the self-esteem and really get them ready for their learning.
One thing that can sometimes come up at circle time are problems that happen at lunchtime or social time. In most schools, these are the trouble hot spots where there's fewer adults around and less things to do. That's why positive lunch times are an important part of the golden model.
At Watercliffe Meadow, we create positive lunchtimes and social times by having loads of things to do and plenty of specially trained adults around to help and lead play. That's why we call them play leaders.
Lunchtimes and social times, we call them, are a really important part of the day. When you look at a child's day in school, nearly a quarter of that day is spent at playtimes, lunchtimes. And often that's the time of day when you have the least structure. And so we put a lot of emphasis on what happens at, we call them social times, because we see it as an opportunity to learn social skills and learn other things as well. So we make sure that lunchtimes and social times have a lot of kind of a range of activities so that will engage children in different ways. And rather than just lunchtime supervisors, we employ what we call play leaders, because we see their role not just about supervision, but also about setting up, leading and instigating play.
Well, we have certain activities on every lunchtime, so there'll definitely be football on, hockey, tennis, and then we've got certain areas where there's an activity on, and the play leaders who are in that area will lead that activity. So that could just be colouring in, times tables, karaoke. We do bird feeding, making bird feeders in Amy's garden, running around the track, sports activities. I'd be here all week if I told you everything. We lead play until they take over, and then we take a step backwards, and then we just let them go with it. And that could be their imagination, they could be making their own games up. Old-fashioned games, I introduce lots of old-fashioned games like marbles and conkers, skipping ropes, pogo sticks, stuff like that.
Even with all these things to do and extra help from play leaders, some children might still struggle to have a positive lunchtime. In fact, some kids find it hard to follow the golden rules, whatever time of day it is.
One of the key features, I think, about the golden model is that it recognises and celebrates the always children. And by always children, I mean the vast majority of children, like 95% plus of children, who are always following the golden rules and doing the right thing. And so the system makes sure that they're rewarded regularly. But in that other few percent, you've got other children who sometimes can't always keep the golden rules, and that will range from maybe 5-10 minutes a week loss of golden time, but generally they're fine, to children who really struggle to follow the golden rules and need almost alternative things at different parts of the day and need real help to change the habits that they formed, I suppose.
The golden model doesn't leave these children out. It's designed to help all children to develop good behaviour for learning.
The golden model in our school helps everybody feel good about themselves, so we're ready to learn. The golden rules mean we all have the same understanding of what good behaviour for learning looks like. We know how to be positive and polite with each other and have good relationships. And we know what to do if we're not feeling good about ourselves or things go wrong.
So I hope we've shown you why we think the golden model is so important at Watercliffe Meadow. If you want to find out more, please come and ask in school. You're always welcome at the positive and polite Watercliffe Meadow.